Hey guys, it's Michael. I wanted to quickly go over the projected timeline for the second stimulus package. I went over this a couple of days ago, but a lot of you are still asking, when is the second stimulus package going to pass? How much are you going to be getting? Has the Senate already approved it? What is going on? So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the most up-to-date information on when we can expect to receive a second stimulus package, when it should be passed. But before we get started, if you're interested in the stimulus checks, stock market, or how to make money in general, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, I wanted to announce that we're doing a giveaway in today's video. I'm going to be giving away $50 in a stock that I mentioned in today's video. All you need to do to be eligible is like the video down below, be subscribed to the channel, and comment down below the 3 stocks that I mentioned in today's video. I'm going to say stock number 1 is this, stock number 2 is this, and stock number 3 is that. I'm going to say them all throughout the video, so make sure you stick around until the end. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to go over what 7 different people or groups of people are saying about a second stimulus package and when we can expect to receive it. We're going to go over what the Treasury, President Trump, the Republicans, and the Democrats are all saying about the second stimulus package. So let's start off with the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. As of right now, we know that Mitch McConnell has said that he is focused on getting money in people's hands immediately. He said this is his main focus and he wants a stimulus package that is less than $1 trillion. So he's working on getting it to us as soon as possible. The next person that we're going to talk about is Senator Chuck Grassley. He told reporters the other day that real negotiations won't start until the 4th week of June. He is a senator and he is a Republican. So this is important because we need the Republican senators to talk about a second stimulus package because currently there is nothing being debated in the Senate about a second stimulus package. So according to Senator Chuck Grassley, he has said that the 4th week of June is when we can start to see negotiations take place in the Senate. And this is important because it's also in line with what Senator Roy Blunt is saying about a Phase 4 stimulus package as well. Another senator named Roy Blunt, what he is saying is that passing a 4th stimulus package before the July recess is very optimistic. He's very optimistic about it. However, he said, but in worst case scenario, he believes that it will be passed by August recess. So during July, for the week of July 4th, the Senate and Congress take a break and they take another recess. Currently, Congress is taking a recess for Memorial Day, and the next one planned is for July 4th and the week of July 4th. So according to the 2 senators, Republican senators, they believe that we should get something passed hopefully before the July 4th recess. If not by then, they say by August. So that's what's going on in the Senate. And this is important because they currently don't have any bills that they are talking about. However, one thing to keep in mind is that once the Senate comes up with a bill and they negotiate it and hopefully it passes, well, then it has to be sent to the House. Right now, we already know that the House Democrats proposed the HEROES Act. However, if the Senate comes up with a new bill and a new proposal, then it's going to have to be sent back to the House and approved by the House before it can get to the Senate. So that is just something important to keep in mind because once the Senate does agree on something, it has to be then sent back to the House, even though they already have passed the HEROES Act. Because whatever the Senate agrees on is going to be different from the HEROES Act. So that's just something important to keep in mind. Moving on is from the White House economic advisor, Kevin Hassett, and what he says about a second stimulus package. He says that another round of aid is pretty likely. He says he believes it's coming sooner rather than later. He also said that some technical things with a second stimulus package would have to be worked out before it would even be sent out. He didn't specify exactly what he was talking about, but most likely what he was referring to is the process in which people receive their money. There's been a lot of issues with the first round of stimulus checks and it taking months for people to receive their stimulus check. So most likely what he's talking about is making a more efficient process with direct deposit and getting these payments out to people a lot more efficiently and a lot faster. On this same positive note, the Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin has also said that there is a strong likelihood that the U.S. will have more stimulus money. He believes that we just need to wait and see how this first CARES Act, how it was implemented, how all the money in it was used in the economy beforehand. So out of everything we've said so far, this all is very good news. According to the Republicans in the Senate, they say that most likely the 3rd or 4th week of June is when we could see negotiations take place on a bill and that something should be passed by the July 4th recess. That is according to Senator Chuck Grassley and Roy Blunt. So that is good news. Finally, let's talk about the House Democrats and then we'll get on to President Trump. So we all know that the House Democrats proposed the HEROES Act and how they are all for another round of stimulus payments. However, as of right now, the Republicans in the Senate are not going to pass the HEROES Act as it is. They said they need liability protections for businesses, they don't want as much money being spent, and they say this stimulus package is $3 trillion, and they don't want to spend more than $1 trillion. So as of right now, the House Democrats we know are all for more stimulus money. And then right now we also know that the Republicans want more stimulus money, but it has to be less than $1 trillion, and they want the focus to be on direct stimulus payments. So what this means is that once the Republicans in the Senate get something passed, it shouldn't take too long for the House Democrats to pass it, because as long as it's focused on giving more direct stimulus payments to people, it would be in line with what the Democrats believe in and what they've showed interest in for the last couple of weeks. And then finally with President Trump, he has said multiple times in multiple interviews that there will be more help for the American people. He said he will try and get more help to people as soon as possible. So that is good news. So now looking at everything we spoke about today, it was all positive news. All these groups of people have said that it is strong likelihood that there will be a second stimulus package. It's just a matter of how much and when it's going to happen. According to the Republicans in the Senate, they said negotiations will be third and fourth week of June. So what this means for us actually receiving the money is that if the third and fourth week of June is when they're expected to start negotiations, the Senate will most likely agree on a final bill either the last week of June, or they will agree on a bill the first week of July, after the July 4th recess. And then after the Senate agrees on it, it's going to be sent to the House. And then as long as everything looks good and the House agrees on it, that should be approved by the House the second week of July, and then the President would probably approve it right away as well. So based on all of this, the best case scenario for us receiving a second stimulus check is going to be the second or third week of July. That would be the best case scenario. So anyways, I know that's not a hard deadline. It's not a specific timeline on what exactly is going on, but we are basing it off of the most up-to-date information from the Republican senators that we currently have. And the 3 stocks you need to comment down below for today's video in order to be eligible for the giveaway is 1, which is Disney, the second stock, which is Coca-Cola, and the third stock, which is Peloton. I'm going to put them up on the screen right here so you know exactly what you need to comment. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you sign up for the Webull investing app, 1 free stock when you sign up for Robinhood. Don't forget to check out our links down below and join our Power of Finance investors group, as well as our Discord group community chat. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.